Welcome to today's conversation. Today we are opening the mic on an issue that is very prevalent in our homes, but we are also looking at the social aspects of this issue. As much as possible, it goes a long way to affect, how we relate to people and a couple of things. But let me not hurry and give you all the gist. I would like to say that this month, the month of July, is the World IVF Month. And Adwa TV, as usual, we always bring you good things in life. We're partnering with Medifem, and we're bringing you something really, really interesting on the IVF month. So please do stay tuned. Let's take a quick turn when we come in. I'll introduce my guest, and we ride straight into the conversations. Yeah.
Hi everybody, my name is Emmanuel Osai, the clinical embryologist of Accra Fertility Center. July is IVF World Month, and to commemorate this, Accra Fertility Center is opening its door to every couple experiencing infertility. And I'm extending a special invitation to you that if you are experiencing infertility in any way, please do not hesitate to contact us, because we are having special packages available, which is tailored to meet the need of every couple, and you will never regret for coming to AFC.
My name is Dr. Joseph Fomia, and I'm the Medical Director of Accra Fertility Center, a part of the Medifem group of companies. As we all know, fertility is a big problem in Africa and all over the world, and 1 in 5 couples would definitely need some assistance in conceiving. At the Fertility Center in Medifem, we provide all kinds of fertility services: IVF, HC, embryo storage, sperm storage, egg storage, egg donation, sperm donation, surrogacy. All our services are completely confidential, and we take our couples through the journey with compassion, and our team are always available to help all the couples through their journey. In the month of July, Accra Fertility Center is offering a few packages for fertility services. All our prices are going to be slashed, so please come in with your partners. Let's go through your issues. Let's see the solutions that we can prepare to you, and let's see the packages that we can prepare to you so that you can achieve your aim during this month of July.
Faith-based topics and religious doctrines oftentimes brews confusion, debates, defensive postures, and passionate conversations. As a people, our allegiance to a denominational doctrine and canons must not cloud our judgment to miss the real focus of being Christ and biblical centered. Do our doctrines mold and shaping our identity, or they cloud our judgment and enslave our actions? Welcome to Religious Doctrines on the Hot Seat, exclusively on Adwa TV, every Sunday from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. as our host Reginald Percival Robertson and Reverend Father Ebenezer Petustaus take you on a captivating journey through religious doctrines. This live show offers compelling analysis, expert insights, and debates on vital faith-based topics. Dive into thought-provoking discussions that challenge your perspectives and deepen your understanding of religious teachings. Religious Doctrines on the Hot Seat, reforming mentalities, challenging dogmas.
Thank you for staying tuned to Open Mic. We're grateful that you're continually here with us. Today, like I mentioned earlier, we are still talking about issues that affect our daily lives. And on the topic for today, on our hot table for today, we are discussing IVF. Is it the hope? Is it something we should frown against? What really is our reaction to IVF? And we are doing this because, like I mentioned earlier, we are in the month of IVF celebrations. And because of our partnership with Medifem, coming to that very soon would clarify a few things. But yes, because of our partnership with Medifem, we are bringing to you education on IVF. So run along with us on all our social media platforms. We have the question of the day posted on there. Interact with us. Let's talk. Okay. Now, I would want to introduce my guests in-house. They say ladies first.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I will begin with my lady. Her name is Miss Priscilla Ejiri. I'm being told she's a specialist nurse, but she's explaining something to me, and I want to leave that for her to do it. So please explain to us what the difference. I said you're a specialist nurse. You said you're a midwife.
Yes.
Why would you say that? Explain to me.
So we are nurses first, and
Okay.
then you decide to specialize, whether in midwifery, ENT, oncology, whatever.
Oh.
Yes. And so basically, to be a specialist nurse, you must be a basic nurse first.
Right.
Yeah.
So the school you have
Oh
gone.
no, small. Okay.
Which one is small pay? Oh, Priscilla, speak loudly for me. Don't do
Only
that
small.
to me. Eh?
Yes. So
I don't think it's small.
I'm a midwife and a public health personnel.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. And you also work
in an IVF center.
Oh, which IVF center is this
Accra
one?
Fertility Center.
You let me talk to doctor then we'll come and demystify the segregations in there. Doctor, and then again with Lady Priscilla, we have Dr. Ali Sayin, who is also a fertility specialist. Did I get that right?
Okay. An OBGY specialist,
Okay.
but with interest in fertility management.
So
treatment.
that's obs and
That's
gynae.
obstetrician, meaning
Obstet-
those who manage pregnant women or
Okay.
anything related to pregnancy. And the gynae part is basically anything related with female, women health concerning maybe fibroids, anything maybe gynae related is where we specialize on. But basically, I'm more of a general gynae, but with interest in fertility treatment. So basically, meaning that's why I'm in that space, whereby we offer women especially such services. You get it? Yeah, but first similar to like the nurses to first you become a doctor, then sub-specialize to a gynae, general, then sub-specialize again to maybe in the fertility space.
Right.
Okay.
Doctor, you sound rather different. Your accent. Where are you from?
Okay, so I'm from the Gambia.
From the Gambia?
Yes.
Ah. How long have you been in Ghana?
So I've been here since 2014, so we are looking at 12 years now.
Ooh.
So
You must be enjoying Ghana to have stayed this long.
Yeah.
It's a good place to be here.
Sure. So
We're happy to have you all the time. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for making time to be with us today.
Thank you.
Always, my doors are always open all the time. And a special thank you to Martha. She'll fight me later for this, but yes, I need to say a special thank you to her because it took a lot. We're grateful for having you. I want to firstly ask, what really is IVF? We hear IVF, and I have a special one. Though is IVF the same as artificial insemination? Right. Yes, but tell us really what IVF is.
Okay, so IVF is part of what we call assisted reproductive therapy. It falls under that. And when we talk of the ART, it includes the IVF, IUI, timed consummation.
Okay.
Yes. So
wait, IUI, timed consummation, I did the same thing?
No, they are
Okay.
not. And they are both different from the IVF. What you know as the insemination is IUI, the intrauterine insemination.
Right.
And then the IVF is the in vitro fertilization.
Okay.
And then we have the timed consummation. So, doctor can take.
Yes, doctor, please.
So basically, IVF is here. It has a role, especially in modern practice, and the reason is when you look at maybe like globally, maybe 1 in 6 couples may be experiencing infertility. So you find out that basically what it means is that you have couples who have been staying together for like a year, especially those who are below 35. Maybe they've been having regular unprotected sex for like a year and nothing is happening, then we may consider that couple as having infertility. You get it? For those who are 35 years and above, then basically within 6 months, if they cannot take seed or they cannot get pregnant, then we say they have a problem. So that's where maybe now we try to at least find out what is causing that and then at least assist them. So that's where IVF comes in. So IVF basically means that in vitro fertilization. So what it means, maybe you are more or less taking the egg. Maybe we will talk about this more. You're taking maybe the egg from the woman and the sperm cell, and you're doing the fertilization in the lab. Do you understand?
Yes.
But I'm sure we'll dwell in more, and then if people have more questions and concerns or something to address, we'll do that.
And to add to what doctor said, he said that when you're having unprotected sex, the sex must also be regular.
Okay.
So it's not once in a month kind of sex. We must.
When you say regular, how much is regular?
Oh, you know.
what is regular?
Let's have
every other day.
Yeah,
every other day.
So 2-3 times a week it's considered to be normal. Okay.
Okay.
Even though sometimes it's always better maybe around the time of the ovulation, but we don't normally limit it to that because sometimes it's always very difficult for couple to know exactly when the ovulation is taking place. So that is why we'll just give them like a general advice. Okay, at least 2 or 3 times a week, that should be fine. Okay, but a lot of the time, like in the cycle of the woman, the egg will be released within 12 to 24 hours. So most of the actions should be within that time. But it's very difficult to tell because, it varies.
Yes, I was just about to ask, isn't that a difficult thing to navigate around? Because it means that you have to be on a certain clock to make sure that...
And so if you're saying every other day sex, the sperm has a lifespan of about 4 days.
Okay.
In the woman's body. And so if you're having every other day, definitely you'll get the ovulation.
You get it right.
Yeah.
You get it.
Because there's like constant supply of semen, you understand?
Okay. There's a question I wanted to ask, but I fear that might take us away from what we have to discuss today.
We're here to break down all the, all the things you want to clarify. So basically.
Because when you mentioned that the sperm cells live in a woman's body for 4 days, and so we needed to be engaging in regular sexual activity, I was going to ask that is it not just one that you need to fertilize the egg? And so why do you keep pumping so much?
So yes, we need one. And we are not pumping so much. I said that because you were saying it's going to be very difficult to get the accurate time that the woman ovulates.
Right.
So let's say we have the semen standby. So any time that she ovulates, there is a semen, a sperm, that is readily available to fertilize the released egg. Do you understand? But if you are having sex, let's say once in 2 weeks, and you ovulate later, the lifespan of the sperm would have ended.
Right.
And so we will miss the ovulation. Do you get it? But if we are doing every other day, then we are sure that at every point in time, there is some lifespan somewhere waiting,
to fertilize the egg.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
You understand?
I do understand. Thank you for that clarity.
welcome.
Now, before we come into having to access a fertility center, before one is declared infertile, are there actions or inactions that a person takes, or habits that a person takes on, that leads them towards the path of infertility? What should people avoid, Doctor?
Yeah, so basically when it comes to the causes of the infertility, could be from the man or the woman, or sometimes even both maybe having a problem. Or there are instances whereby you run all your investigations without even addressing what is the likely cause. Do you get it? All right. So that's where now we come in. That's where if you have a couple who have been trying to get pregnant for, let's say, the duration I mentioned earlier,
Yes.
and it's not happening, then we need to now find out why. So with regards to the man, so sometimes maybe if the man have had maybe previous surgery, okay, maybe they had maybe like some infection maybe in the testes when they were a child, or maybe the testes have not come down. Okay, all those things can contribute.
They have not come down.
Yeah, so there are instances whereby somebody may be born without the testes descending. Okay, but not very common, but yes. So all those things sometimes will be assessed. Okay.
What's not the way? I'm so sorry. These are things it's my first time hearing them, so pardon me.
Yes,
it's a lot of education going on. I didn't know that the testes have to fall.
Yes. So it's in the abdomen of the baby boy when he is in the mother's womb.
Okay.
And at a point we are expecting that it would fall, it would descend into the scrotal sac.
Okay.
But there are instances where it doesn't. Example, prematurity.
Okay.
So the baby didn't get to the time where the testes will have to descend. It becomes a problem later in life if it is not detected early. And so we have surgeries that can correct that, try to pull it down and let it be down.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, I understand. Yeah. Again, that's too much information. Let us take a quick turn. When we come back, hopefully we'll be in a better state, and then we can move on from there.
All right.
Hi everybody, my name is Emmanuel Osai, the clinical embryologist of Accra Fertility Center. July is IVF World Month, and to commemorate this, Accra Fertility Center is opening the door to every couple experiencing infertility. And I'm extending a special invitation to you that if you are experiencing infertility in any way, please do not hesitate to contact us, because we are having special packages available, which is tailored to meet the need of every couple, and you will never regret for coming to AFC.
My name is Dr. Joseph Fomia, and I'm the Medical Director of Accra Fertility Center, a part of the Medifem group of companies. As we all know, fertility is a big problem in Africa and all over the world, and 1 in 5 couples would definitely need some assistance in conceiving. At the Fertility Center in Medifem, we provide all kinds of fertility services: IVF, ICSI, embryo storage, sperm storage, egg storage, egg donation, sperm donation, surrogacy. All our services are completely confidential, and we take our couples through the journey with compassion, and our team are always available to help all the couples through their journey. In the month of July, Accra Fertility Center is offering a few packages for fertility services. All our prices are going to be slashed, so please come in with your partners Let's go through your issues. Let's see the solutions that we can prepare to you, and let's see the packages that we can prepare to you so that you can achieve your aim during this month of July.
Thank you for standing by. This is Open Mic, and still on the topic of whether IVF is an option for us. Earlier before the break, we tried to understand what IVF is and the actions to take or lifestyle habits to take towards or against infertility. And then now we're going to talk about whether IVF is an option for married couples or people who are trying to give birth who can engage in IVF. But yes, again, before we go into that, explain something to me. I know that there's Medifem Group. How many subsidiaries do you have under Medifem Group?
So 3. We have the broader, should I say, the father of Medifem is Medifem Healthcare.
Okay.
Medifem Healthcare Group.
Right.
And then we have the Medifem Hospital itself.
Okay.
And we have the Accra Fertility Center.
So hold on. Medifem Hospital, generalized generalized hospital services.
Services where
Okay.
you have your specialists, your gynaes, the dentists, the medical practitioners, anything hospital. Yes.
Okay.
But then we have the Accra Fertility Center solely for fertility issues.
Okay.
And then we have the occupational health, more like the public health unit of the healthcare group.
Okay.
And so they are into the preventive measures. So you do your pre-employment labs there.
Okay.
Those kind of things. When it's cancer awareness month for this, month for that, they do all the public education. Yes.
Okay. Now let's stay on AFC. Tell us just a little bit about AFC and why we should come to AFC, and then tell us about the IVF celebration as well. What do you have in store for us?
Okay, so for Accra Fertility Center, we've been in business for 10 years plus and still counting. And for an organization to be in business for 10 years, it tells you that we are doing something great.
Definitely.
And we have one of the unbelievable group of managers that have managed the place so far. And our success rate is very encouraging, very, very encouraging.
Lovely.
And we don't just treat patients as patients, we take them in as family. Your problem becomes our problem because infertility is a very, very depressive diagnosis, to be honest. And the IVF is an emotional journey. And so you need to be that close to the patients, feel what they're feeling, be empathetic, to put it short. And so we take them as family. We walk with them through the journey. Even when we get negative results, you find us crying with the patients because it's heartbreaking. And so that's what makes us stand out amongst the other fertility hospitals.
Right.
And IVF is expensive, but we try to, find a way around it for every patient. So yes, you should all come to Accra Fertility Center. This month is our World IVF Month. We have lots and lots of amazing, should I say, packages. IVF is expensive, but we are ready. We are actually giving discounts.
You are?
Yes, like we are.
That's my own percentage. It will be juicy enough for us to come.
When you come and then,
which one is when you come?
Because, like I said, everybody's need is different.
Well,
and so if I say you need 10% discount, it might not apply to the next person. The next person might need higher or lesser. So everybody's need is different. We look at your need and then we provide the services tailored to your need. And so once your need is assessed, then we can talk about the discount packages for you. And it's happening just this month of July.
Into month way, Chimana Ashi.
Something like that.
Hey, Priscilla.
Even before like this month of July, when you look at Accra Fertility Center, their rates compared to most of these other centers, the rates are quite competitive.
Right.
Even before the discount. So even after July, anyone can just walk in and just do their inquiries. It doesn't necessarily have to be maybe like a consultation, because we have an open door policy. You can walk in and just, we have very dedicated staff, very professional, and like she said, basically we tend to tailor the person needs. We like to individualize the care, especially for anybody who walks in there. Okay, so even before the month of July, the rates there were very competitive. Okay. So even after July, to the same thing. Anybody can just walk in and then get maybe the needed care or information from the staffs.
Right. So I was going to ask about confidentiality, because for people to want to trust vital aspects of their body or even their successes with the fertility center, you must, like you said, you must be doing something right.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much about how you keep or guard things, but run us through that hallmark of yours.
Okay, so was it just last week a patient made a comment and said, hey, like, I've been to a couple of fertility centers, but one thing that is top notch here is that you don't waste time here. And that is what we make sure that every patient enjoys. You come in, within a few minutes, you are seen, you are out.
Yeah.
Because fertility or infertility issues is still a big thing out there to discuss. And people are still sneaking into IVF centers to get help. And nobody wants the other person to know my problem. I mean, by the time I find you, if I come and I find you, Kiki, here, I'll be wondering, is she also coming for, is she also, and so we try to cut out the waiting time. We make sure that you come in on time, you see your doctor, whatever needs to be done, it's done, and then you walk out satisfied. And that is one of our top-notch services.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much for running us through that. So aside IVF, like you were mentioning earlier, you said all fertility services. Can you mention some of the fertility services that you run?
Yes, so that's the IUI, the intrauterine insemination,
right,
and then the timed consummation. So for some people, when they go to see doctor, let doctor say, because
he
knows better. Doctor, please.
So basically, when it comes to Accra Fertility Center, is not just IVF. Okay, so like we said earlier, when somebody comes, first we have a chat with them. Understand why they're there, what are the issues, what are the concerns, and then not everyone will end up with who may need like an IVF. So sometimes we may have to just go through the history, examine, run some labs, and then see whether do we just do the time intercourse. The time consummation she's talking about is sometimes you can just give some medication, stimulate the eggs, and then tell them, okay, in this particular day of the cycle, you can meet with your partner. Okay, and then maybe like 2 weeks time, then do the test. Okay, so depending on what they come with and what the problems are, then now we'll tailor the solution to their problems. So sometimes they may need the IUI. IUI basically means you are just you are shortening the distance the sperm cell would need to travel.
Okay, how do you do that?
So basically what you do is you process the sample, the semen sample, and then put it in the womb, instead of maybe the natural way whereby the partners will meet, make love, and then deposit the thing in the vagina and then allow the thing to swim. But this one, you are processing the sample and then just get the best and put it in the womb, because those best are the ones which may move very fast and then move forward and put those ones in the womb so that the distance they will need to travel will be shorter. And then maybe some of the couple who may sometimes have certain indications, okay, maybe they have blocked tubes, or the mom is having low sperm count, or maybe there are some other conditions which is preventing them from getting pregnant, and those people now will require the IVF services. So like we alluded, so just the couple, let them just come in, and then from our interactions we can at least tailor a solution for their problems.
Yeah, and then we offer cryopreservation of sperms, freezing of sperms, and then we freeze eggs as well, and then embryos.
Oh.
Yes, we offer that service as well. So if anybody wants to come freeze,
yes, because
we are available.
And that aspect is very important, because the issue is when it comes to women are normally born with all their eggs.
Right.
So the moment the woman is born, she's born with all the eggs she's supposed to use throughout her reproductive lifetime. You get it? So, and as you're getting older, then the number of eggs are dropping. So meaning, let's say a newborn baby may be having 1 to 2 million eggs. By the time they've started seeing their period, maybe 300, 400,000 or 500,000 is left. And every month, once you are seeing your cycle, you are losing. 10, 20, you are losing. So age is very important. So that's where the cryopreservation comes in. Do you understand?
Okay.
Because the issue is, when it comes to pregnancy, age is a very important factor. So that is why, like in the past, sometimes we say, oh, but why are we experiencing a lot of infertility nowadays? It's because in the past, our grandparents, our parents usually start very early.
Okay.
Some of them are even married by the time they hit 20, in their teens. So you don't compare that person with somebody who is in her late 30s, 40s. You know, the likelihood of somebody getting pregnant would be easier with somebody who is younger than somebody who's older. So before, maybe like, because, you know, with the way the world is now, women are into career. They want to at least educate themselves, get their degrees, you know, empower themselves. And sometimes that can also delay the time maybe they will start their family. So before they realize it, and it's too late. So that's why the emphasis now is, you know, even though sometimes you may not want to start your family very early, but at least there are some options available for you whereby you can freeze your eggs. Okay, so that at least maybe by the time you have settled down to start a family, instead of maybe you're in your 40s and you want to now try, at least you have your younger eggs available for you to use. Okay, because as for the womb, once the womb is healthy, no fibroids or so, even there are fibroids, you know, there are some fibroids, they may not necessarily prevent you from getting pregnant, but at least you can use your younger egg, which can still give you a chance of, you know, getting pregnant easily.
Interesting. So, you know, I laughed earlier because there's a situation that, or do I say a condition that I keep hearing about, PCOS, endometriosis. And I know that persons who encounter such conditions, or who have to endure such conditions, face the reality of bleeding, you know, constantly. And that literally means they're losing eggs, right? So I was, you know, just excited about the fact that, okay, these people could go freeze their eggs, you know, if they, like Doctor was saying, go through the process and then they can freeze their eggs. I think that technology has given us the opportunity to go back into time, you know. Other than that, a lot of people will be called barren, I guess. Anyway, that's just by the way. Priscilla, you were mentioning earlier that young couples come in and then, you know, they don't want to see each other. Do you think that that is as a result of a certain pressure that society is putting on them?
Yes. As for society, I mean, you and I make up society.
Yeah.
And so I have a big problem with us, with society. Once you get married, they start looking out. When is your stomach going to get big? When are you going to start wearing maternity? Because that's like the norm. You grow up, you get a career, you get married, you expect They're expecting you to have kids.
Right.
And usually the pressure is on the woman more than the man. But now studies have proven that the rate of infertility in women is now equal to men. If not, yes,
Yeah.
if not a little higher than the women now.
Ooh.
Right. And so the pressure the families will put on the couple, when am I having grandchildren? When am I and the funny parts or the funny group of people are forgive me, the Christians. I'm a Christian. Because you find them asking you, encouraging you, and laughing at you in one sentence.
Oof.
Because they'll be like, oh, God will do it. No, nyamebeye. But then you just walk a few meters away and then you hear them gossiping behind you. It's bad. Let's stop it. Let people decide to have kids when they want to have kids. Let's stop asking people when they want to have kids. And another pathetic thing is when you have your first child and it's taking long for you to have the second. It's also very pathetic. And can't you see that your child is grown? Won't you give birth again? You should be changing diapers together so that when they grow, they all grow. Are you the one going to buy the diaper for the person? And like I said earlier, infertility can be very depressive. And this journey is emotional. You hurt people's feelings without knowing it at all. People are going through a lot, like a lot. We've seen a lot of people with infertility issues, and it's not funny. Let's not play God in people's lives. Let's not put on our glasses of being Inspector Bediako and be checking when people are going to get pregnant. And so yes, the pressure is there. Let's calm down on couples. Yeah.
Doctor, we were mentioning earlier that the statistics are proving that the men are literally climbing the same, rubbing shoulders with the women on the statistical line. Is there something that's accounting for this?
Okay, so when you look at the statistics, maybe if you take like 10, maybe 1/3 of the problem, maybe from the man, 1/3 maybe from the woman, and then 1/3 could be maybe a combination of factors. Okay. And there are instances, maybe 10% of the time, you don't even know what is causing it. So what is attributing to this? There are so many factors, from lifestyle. Okay, so let's say like in the past, our work was more of maybe like a hunter-gathering. People are always active, moving around, going to the farm. But nowadays, a lot of people are into the corporate area whereby you have to go to work early in the morning, sit the whole day, you hardly move around. And also maybe some of the lifestyle we normally also do, maybe a lot of alcohol, smoking. Even though when I came to Ghana, it was quite surprising to me. You hardly see anybody smoking around. Okay, but alcohol is something which a lot of people spend their social time on. So all those things can also contribute, and also the weight. Maybe if people are also not watching the weight, even though sometimes genetic could be a factor, but at least if somebody is overweight, obese, all those things can also contribute to reducing especially with regards to the man, maybe like also can affect their sperm count. And not only in Ghana, almost everywhere now, we've realized that the trend for the low sperm count is gradually rather dropping compared to before. So we've seen overall that when you look at the numbers, when people do their semen tests, the numbers are gradually going down. There are so many factors which could explain it, but there are some we may not even really know why, nowadays, you tend to see a lot of low sperm count in very young people in their 20s, 30s, whereby you don't even expect to be seeing that. And then you realize that you run the semen analysis, and then see the counts are quite low. Okay, so but like I said, the lifestyle is one thing which is also contributing. But lifestyle alone does not solve the problem. So if somebody is having maybe you're married or you're in a relationship, you're trying and it's not happening, the best place to at least find a solution is to work in maybe like a place like Accra Fertility Center or any fertility center, so that at least, we'll investigate to find out why, the pregnancy is not happening, so that at least we can tailor the solution to your problem.
Wow, interesting. Thank you so much for that input. But you were mentioning that IVF is expensive. How prepared should one be if it so happens that they need to take the journey of IVF?
I work in an IVF center, and trust me, I still get wild when I see someone's bill. I don't think you can prepare enough, but you need to really prepare. For some, it's actually their whole life savings. And for Accra Fertility Center, like we said earlier, we take you up as family, and sometimes sincerely, some people would not be able to get the whole amount. That's where we come in. We try to see what we can do for you. But again, maybe I should use this platform to appeal to our service providers, the health insurance. They can do something. They can really do something, because it's a lot. If you come for an IVF procedure and you're even admitted in the hospital, the insurance would not cover your admission. But they can do basic things like that.
Okay.
Imagine somebody being on maybe one of your highest plan on their insurance package, and because it is fertility related, you are not willing to pay even a peso. That's not fair. At least basic things like the admission, the scans, consults, they can't cover that.
Right.
And then it will ease the burden on people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doctor, one quick one. Does a person need to prepare their body to run through IVF, and what do they need to do?
So the lifestyle is very important here. So maybe if somebody was taking alcohol or smoking, we'll encourage them to at least stop those things. If somebody was overweight or obese, even though it's very difficult losing weight, we encourage them at least to exercise regularly.
Okay.
If you can lose maybe 10% of your body weight, especially for those who have PCOS, just do lifestyle modification can even sometimes help them to regulate their cycle, and even help them sometimes to even get like more like a high yield eggs, and so the lifestyle is very important. And then also, like I said, coming to the hospital to whereby at least you can be seen, and then sometimes put you on some supplements, which can also help to improve maybe like the overall well-being of the person, whether it's the man or the woman. There are some supplements which can be given, which could help, especially to maybe like correct some nutrient deficiencies or so, because some conditions can come with that. Okay, so it's very important to at least get those things, get the necessary help, so that at least we get a very good outcome at the end of the day when we go through the journey.
And then another thing is getting treatment for sexually transmitted diseases.
Okay.
It's also part of the causes of infertility. So if you see any funny discharge, come to the hospital, let's investigate it. Don't just go and take some over-the-counter medication. It might affect you later in life.
Oh my days! I'm glad you mentioned that there was there was a post I saw. There was this person who said they were selling some local powdery something that treats STDs, and I'm asking and wondering, how sure are you? What's in that brown paper that you're seeing? So I'm really glad that you mentioned that people should come to the hospital to be investigated. And of course, running STI tests is one of the services that you render.
Exactly.
So thank you very much for that. Let's quickly take a few questions from our comment section on Facebook. The first one says, do you think there is enough public education about IVF? And what ethical concerns, if any, do people have about IVF? Or should people be... Well, I have another question on that one. On the legal side, what should people do to, encounter the journey of IVF?
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's a last question. Okay, the last question. It says, is there a difference between a child born through IVF and a child born through natural birth?
There's no difference at all.
There's no difference at all.
No difference if you don't tell that this baby was born through IVF. You can't tell.
There
It's
are
a normal
no
baby.
issues.
No.
It's a normal baby.
Very, very normal baby. Smart. Everything very normal, like you would have pregnancy the normal way. Yes.
So with IVF babies, they are normal babies. Okay. It's just that maybe the fertilization is done in the lab.
Okay.
Naturally, the fertilization would take maybe in the woman's womb. Okay, but this time on it's just outside. So once the baby is formed, then you just put it in the woman's womb for her to carry the pregnancy. You get it? And then, like we said earlier, IVF is here to restore hope for infertile couples. And then when you look at the advent of IVF until now, more than 10 million babies now have been born through that. And these are normal babies, normal people going around their business. Even like the first IVF baby who was born, have already started her family now. So
the first IVF baby from your facility.
No, in the world.
Like in the
world.
Yes.
They've started having babies now.
Yes, the person
Already
has a family.
have a family now. So that's telling you that these are normal people. Okay.
Can you give me like the year?
I was born in 1978.
1978.
Yes.
Oh, and there's
now.
room. Wow.
So, and your first question? What
The
was
first
it?
question was, do you think there's enough public education about IVF?
So that's where Accra Fertility Center comes in. That's why we dedicated the whole month of July just for this thing, so that at least we'll create more public awareness, so that people know that. Because the issue is most people sometimes will keep on trying, doing the same thing over and over. And by the time we realize, some of the ladies are already in their 40s. And that's the time now they will come seeking for help.
Right.
And then maybe like if that woman have maybe seek help 5 years earlier or more, maybe you could have even used their own eggs. At least so that maybe like the baby which is going to be formed is going to have their own genetic material. Even though, yes, there's a place for donor egg. But like I said, some people sometimes will keep on trying the same thing, taking medication, herbal, further delaying. And like I said, with women, your biological clock is keep on ticking and ticking. Even men can also face that, but it's more with women. So that is why this whole month of July is dedicated for this, so that we create more awareness.
Right.
People know that at least if you've been trying and it's not happening, you should seek for help rather than just doing the same thing
over and over again. Thank you so much, Priscilla and Dr. Ali. Please give me your final words on today's conversation. What will be the one thing you want people to take home with them today concerning IVF?
I would want people to know that infertility is a big deal, but not a big deal. And God has given these doctors the wisdom to be able to come up with IVF, because I know most spirituous people would still be waiting for prophecy to be fulfilled, but sometimes you need to take a step of faith.
Right.
I'm not disputing the fact that God is supreme, he is, but when you even look at the IVF process, you would find certain hurdles that I believe that if God is not on your side, you can't even cross these hurdles. And so if you are suffering infertility or have concerns about your fertility, it's not a problem at all. The most important thing is that you take the first step of faith by coming to Accra Fertility Center, and let's have a discussion, and all problems will be off.
Okay. Is there like a number we can call to make inquiries? Is there a website or something we can engage so that we can eventually connect with you?
Yes.
At Accra Fertility Center?
Yes. Our website is www.accraffertilitycenter.com, and then the phone number you can call 050-865-3835.
Okay.
Yes.
The number again.
050
Yes.
865 3835. But we will drop other numbers as well later, and then. But if you go on Google or anything, you should find us.
Well, I guess if we do reach out from Medifem,
right,
there would be
a direct connection.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And so the contact for Medifem Hospital is 0302 433 963 or 055 411 0224. And for Accra Fertility Center, we have 050 1577 568 0501 577 568. Thank you.
So, on my final.
Yes, your final.
My final word. So, for me, I'm just appealing to the men. They should just understand that when it comes to infertility, it's not just a woman's problem. A lot of the time, maybe getting the men on board, sometimes you need to cajole them, convince them before they come in. So, we have to understand that it's a couple problem. So, we're encouraging them that if they have any difficulty, they can always find time and then working with their partners and then come.
Right. Thank you so much, Miss Priscilla Ejiri, my midwife. Thank you for the correction. And then Dr. Ali Singh.
Yes.
I got that right finally. Thank you so much for making time and explaining to us these things that we did not know before. It's been an insightful conversation, and I hope this doesn't end here. Like we've mentioned earlier, this entire month of July is World IVF Month.
That's
and
right.
So please stay tuned, be on the lookout for all of the activities that we will be bringing to you from Accra Fertility Center this July. And please, please, please do engage with them. And like she mentioned earlier, yes, God is still in the miracle-making business, but sometimes you need to take a step of faith towards it. And so thank you very much for opening the mic with us today. The conversation doesn't end here. We hope that you continue in your homes. Till next week, we'll see you same time. It's bye for now.